I carrying a box of beer?
Oh, shit, I need a beer. Hey guys, we're back in the Treehouse for the Ageless Mountainbiker podcast, episode number 4. We've got Jeff Frazier here and Zach Sterling here. Say hi.
Hi, hello.
Howdy,
everyone.
Hello, hello. So we're going to kind of have a variety of things to talk about. I think I wanted to start out with the idea behind the podcast. Originally for me was to techniques and ideas and things that you can implement to keep riding hard and fast and everything as you get older. So
Greg, how do you keep the stoke?
How do you keep the stoke? I'm going to be 60 in a couple months, and I feel like I'm riding as good as I've ever ridden, probably even better in a lot of ways. So I feel like the stoke, I keep it by just not thinking about being old. I think really people always say, oh, age is just a number. Well, it really is, but it's how you think about it. And so I think if you're like, oh God, I'm just old and tired, it's like, well, you're telling yourself that, and you're just going to be that way. So I don't look at it like that. I don't feel like I'm telling myself that I'm old and tired. I'm not telling myself I'm 20, but I think you have mentally, you have ways that you can think about how you're riding, and not just riding. It applies to a lot of things, but also just how you talk to yourself. And I think that's huge. So it is more than just, it's not just a number. I mean, who cares, but it really is how you think about it. And so these guys are younger. You're
just turned 40 last year.
I'm about to turn 44.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
there you go.
But the point is that you don't have to be old to think about how you're getting old. Everybody's getting older. So that was the whole idea behind it. So I wanted to see, these guys have something to share about, how they
I'll say something real quick.
Get better.
There was an article I read last year in the National Geographic, and it talked about how.
Well, that right there tells us you're old.
Yeah. to make a really long article short, it talked about how people in retirement are breaking records more and more for their age group. That's where all of the Guinness Book of World Records are being beaten over and over and over, is the older age groups.
Interesting.
It's people that have, got into these sports later in life and then did really, really well and had all the time to focus on it. But I'm not old, but recovery has become the most important thing for me as I've gotten older, especially in my hands, trying to take care of my hands.
Yeah, you've done those monstrously long rides. And yeah, you mentioned before that your hands were a big challenge.
That's where my biggest challenge is.
For y'all that maybe don't know that, but he did the Tour Divide. Was that last year, right?
2024.
Yeah. So Tour Divide is the race all the way from Banff to New Mexico.
No, Old Mexico.
Old Mexico.
Mexico.
To actual Mexico.
Mexico proper, from Canada to Mexico.
So
Zach rode across
miles.
the whole United States.
2,700 miles in 28 days.
27 days.
27 days.
And we crossed paths within hours of each other.
Yeah,
and it
crazy.
was like, I can't believe I missed you.
I'm inspired to go back and watch the racers come through like you did last year.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we camped on the route. And we did it in reverse from all the bikers and got to see a lot of folks. And I can't believe you did it.
Yeah.
The stuff,
amazing.
I mean,
I
the
can't
mountains that
believe I
we
did
drove over while these guys were
I
pedaling.
went to Big Bend 2 weeks ago and did one overnight trip, and I was crawling out of my skin out of the loneliness of being out there by myself.
Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Did you struggle with that when you did the Tour Divide?
No, because there was always people around. Only a few nights was I really all by myself out in the woods or somewhere. But there was always, you're seeing the same rider every day. You start talking to them, and then 2-3 days later, you're camping at the same place. And it was, yeah. So then there was a whole group of us, halfway through it.
So what do you think? What are your tips for our viewers?
Well, I'm not old, but I am
Zach.
getting to be slightly more experienced. Oh, me too. And in my experience, you get into hobbies, you get out of hobbies. I'm really guilty of, like, a lot of times I'll get into something and I get really, really into it, and I master it, and then I move on. And I would get on myself for that for a while, where I was like, man, why can't I stick with anything? And then I realized, no, trying to fill my life with as many experiences as I can, and as many skills as I can, and interests and hobbies. And with biking, it has somehow stuck around. I think because of just what I gain mentally from the exercise and what I gain emotionally from the companionship, the camaraderie.
Community.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something about, shared experiences. You build really meaningful friendships, and it's pretty cool. But as far as, my journey and my stoke, there's so many different ways to enjoy the sport. You can go out and race. Or you can go out and race against yourself virtually, now with Strava, for example. That's really opened up an entirely new part of the sport that didn't exist when we were all getting into it. You couldn't go out and race each other virtually.
See where you stood.
You couldn't race yourself very, as accurately. You couldn't race others virtually, and that's a really fun part of it. I love the competition. I love the adventure. We've had a really good run the last several years. We've done a lot of really cool destination rides, and that really keeps me excited. There's several of us that have decided to keep a trip on the calendar at all times. I don't want to die without a trip on the calendar, I think is what Carl told me. And we've been doing it. And a lot of times we'll plan our next trip while we're out somewhere. And that really keeps the stoke alive. That keeps you motivated to keep your gear reliable, because you don't want to waste a big trip. It keeps you motivated to stay in shape, because you don't want to pull a Chris Landry and
sorry, Chris,
bonk out on the first day.
Chris under the bus.
It worked, because then the next year Chris showed up strong.
Yeah, strongest guy out there next year.
So, variety keeps me stoked. A lot of guys are way into the hardware. They spend all their time shopping for parts and upgrading their bike and cleaning it, and Chris Landry again. And other guys, I'm always looking for new places to ride. And just shaking it up. You don't want to get bored.
Yeah. Yeah, good points. I think we could probably wrap it up on I'm only mentioning this because you thought I should. But March of 2024, Chan challenged me to do a ride every for the 30 days of March. So I said, I can do that, and because he had done it, but he kept going. So did I. So right today, I think it's going to be like day 697 or 98, something like that.
Nice.
So
in a row,
I haven't missed a day, and I broke my collarbone all to this day a year ago today. So I had a recumbent bike that I was able to use from Derek Hansen, which was great. But I'd say also about Strava, now they're after my 60th birthday, I'm going to be in a whole new category. So
that's true.
Reset all of your PRs?
I'll be up at the top of the leaderboard now.
Will reset all of your...
I'm actually not sure. I don't know what happens, really. But I know 60 plus is a whole different category. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. But
And, when I turned 40, I was really excited, because I thought, all right, I'm going to be the young gun. I'm going to come in there and mop the floor with those guys. All the guys in their 40s are freaking strong.
They're the fastest.
Yes.
They're the fastest guys out there in their 40s.
So, any of the guys that are still out going hard in their 60s, they're hardcore guys.
Yeah.
So, it kind of weeds out all the wimps.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm stoked. I'm got no plans to slow down. Not looking at buying an e-bike just yet. But absolutely nothing wrong with e-bikes. So I'm going to get that out there.
An actual e-bike.
Not an e-moto.
A pedal assisted, no throttle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get wound up.
Don't get on the
Don't get me started.
Don't get on the soapbox.
But no, I think you're 700 days in a row and counting. Who knows how far you're going to go with it? But that's really special. I don't think that there's a lot of folks that can claim that.
Yeah,
that's a real commitment.
The thing is, I don't have to ride. I work entirely from home, so it is actually a choice I make every day.
Get on the bike and go do something, go somewhere.
Yeah, and I originally planned on doing just 10 miles, at least 10 miles a day. Some of that's not 10 miles every day, but it's, a lot of times it's pretty close. Some days when it's really shitty weather out. And
You got
still got out.
16 yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Even in terrible conditions and a bailed out ride.
Yeah.
You guys know what that means.
Oh, time to change the topic.
Next topic. Next topic's the 2026 cross country race season.
Yeah.
Officially begins this weekend.
Well, yeah, Nika's wins first
We got
races.
2 leagues. Nika starts this weekend. Timbra starts the following weekend.
Cool.
You guys want to hear the schedule, just real quick?
Yeah.
I know everybody wants
Cold,
to hear.
cold, rainy, cold.
Yeah.
Muddy.
And then it starts to get good.
We kick it off this weekend in Troy at a private ranch. I don't know the name of, but excited to go see that.
But as far as the races go, season's about to start. I mean, it's like, it really hits like a ton of bricks. It's every other weekend. January, February, March, April. So, yeah, a lot of traveling, a lot of riding, a lot of good times. The kids all get along real good, and the coaches all get along real good. And I'm really looking forward to it.
It's a great culture.
Looking at the Timbra schedule, their first race is February 8th. It's a Sunday. Lindsay Park in Tyler, which I recently rode for the first time. But
It's a pretty good drive from here.
yeah, it is. It's 4-hour drive.
I think I rode out there on our way to Arkansas. I think that's where we
That's
stopped.
where you guys stopped, and that's
It's
what
got the long
When you went to
wooden
Yellow
bridges
Street.
that kind of go through the swamp.
Big, long, skinny.
The trip you went to
Yeah.
your parents' house?
We went to Louisiana recently, and we stopped there because you guys inspired me to go check it out.
Cool.
It was cool. It's an older trail. I could tell it was built a long time ago, and it's been maintained pretty well.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's sandy, a lot of pine trees.
A lot of pine trees, sandy.
Yeah.
The pine needles had just fallen, so sand
so
and
slippery.
pine needles.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Real quiet.
But a lot of features, a lot of wooden features from
Sounds
bridges
like Rocky
to
Hill or something.
jumps.
It's kind of like Rocky Hill.
Yeah, but far more sandy. Like a
It
lot
feels
sandy.
like Bastrop State Park, kind of Lost Pines.
So like you're in
Sounds like
Louisiana.
Less Pines is what I was thinking.
But great trails, tons of them, a lot of fun features. We were there, I think, the weekend after a race, and so it was all still roped off. So we rode the race course and had a good time.
Oh, God.
Got trouble coming.
I'm hearing steps
Got trouble coming. Guest speaker has arrived.
Cat's dragging somebody in.
Welcome to my channel.
Come on in.
You bums,
Yeah.
man.
No.
Come on in.
We're not busy.
Look at you
What's up,
guys.
Mr. Hart?
Before you say anything, you are on camera.
Yeah.
We are recording. We are live.
Come on, Fred, get in here.
No, I sit over here.
You got all right.
Yeah, I'll sit over here. You guys are the stars, the studs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're just going to eavesdrop over there?
Yeah.
All right,
Gonna
cool.
start throwing stuff at us.
I reckon.
Timber's schedule coming up looks like Lindsay Park, followed by Rocky Hill Ranch, Buck Creek Trails in Abilene. Anybody ever rode those?
Nope.
Abilene's far away.
It's very
Yeah,
far.
it's too
It's
far.
a police academy trail, and all of the 10 acres, perfect square, are perfectly
Spaghetti bowl?
spaghetti bowled into the entire trail. There's a couple creeks that follows, but lots of really quick ups and downs for a flat,
Huh.
10-foot ascent.
What's the
10
name of
foot
it?
drop.
Perfect race course.
Buck Creek Trails. It's a police academy,
Yeah.
police academy training grounds.
Okay.
Cameron Park in Waco, Flat Rock Ranch. That's April 12th. We'll be there a couple weeks later.
I came in third at the Cameron Park race years ago.
Barber Hills Hard Labor is in Paris, Texas. Not a good trail system, if you ask me. Sugarland,
Yeah.
Buff Creek, which is Warda. And then Henderson, Texas. That's a new one to me there. Oh, I think that gets into their, what do they call it, marathon series.
Oh,
That's in the fall.
nice.
Yeah, that's the timber schedule coming up.
Anything,
Yep, make
anything
sure-
else more about? Go ahead.
Make sure your bikes are ready.
Yeah. Anything else about Nika, or we're all covered on that?
Yeah,
I mean, there'll be more to report after first race or two, so we'll need to sit down again and
Yeah, we'll do it.
talk about it.
We'll
Yeah.
do some race recaps. And lastly, I want to mention the Dragon Slayer. It is back on this year, and so Todd has sort of decided that so many riders who did it.
more trouble.
More
Guest
footsteps.
speaker number 2.
Come on in, Scott.
Welcome to my
Hey,
channel.
it's live. You're recording right now.
We're on.
Yeah, don't say anything that you don't want your wife to know about.
about.
Cussing's fine.
Yeah, you can cuss.
And there's plenty of beer.
Cool.
Say hi, Scott.
What up?
Hey.
So there's a whole lot of dudes in this little treehouse.
Yeah, we're approaching the weight limit, I think.
Yeah. So yeah,
So I was just going to say about the Dragon. We have something about so Jeff and I are both Dragon Slayer alums.
Slayers.
3 laps.
Slayers.
I slayed the dragon.
Yeah, I did it in 2019. You did it in like 2023.
I think it was 21.
21. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And I still remember I was screaming at you when you threw in the towel.
Yeah, I had to pull because I had a knee injury and I was maybe 5 miles into the second lap and going the other way. And these guys were asking me like, "Oh shit, am I going the right way?" I said, "No, dude, you got to turn around." Like, I didn't do that.
I passed you walking out.
I would still be.
What
No.
makes you say it's
Really?
coming
Going the other
up?
way, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What makes you say it's coming up? How do you know?
I've talked to him about it, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Todd, if you're listening, you need to advertise this thing. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. So the thing about it is like what he found was that it's such a miserable experience that people don't really ever want to do it twice. So
Guilty.
And so, but I look, Mike Wiesbauer, who is a friend of mine who lives out in Cedar Park, he did it, the full pull in I don't remember the year, maybe 2018. And he was 54. So anyway, it works out. I asked Todd who's the oldest guy, and that was Mike, and he did it. So if I do the full pull in this year, I will be the oldest guy to have done it at 60. But I'm not sure I'm ready to do it. I don't know.
I was gonna say I will happily ride it with you
Yeah.
if you want. I will be your tail gunner and we'll do the whole thing. Otherwise,
You're
I
talking
don't
one lap,
think I'll
Greg?
do
No,
it
it's 3
again.
laps.
So you have to do 3?
3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That year was 3. Now it's 4, right?
Well, there's 2. There's 3. There's 100K, which is a shorter version of the full lap.
Oh,
It cuts off all the easy stuff, like the Jeep Trail
out near the dam.
by Tejas. So you do all the hard stuff 4 times, which I would just do the yeah, right. It's a punisher. So I'm not in for that. I think the 3 laps again for me is just perfect. It's fine if I decide to do
Like
it. But
1 or 2 laps is good for.
it's hard. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
So-
it's one of those things where it's like living with the satisfaction of finishing it is cool, and I'm glad I did it. But not really glad I did it. Just a little bit glad.
Punisher.
Where like I'll definitely go ride a lap again. I might ride 2.
Yeah.
Um,
It was the hardest day of my life for sure.
Yeah.
I finished. I think moving time was 14 or 15 hours. And then Josh Tostado, the Santa Cruz racer, you know what I'm talking about? I think he was there that year.
He won it the year that I did it.
Yeah, so he did it in exactly half the time that I did it.
And he finished his 3rd as I was trying to
Like
finish
2:30
my
or something, yeah.
I was on my second lap when he passed me, and he was out of the saddle,
Yes.
on the gas, and I thought he must have started late. He looks like he's making. Turns out he was on his 3rd lap.
When he passed me, he was sprinting down that last street, before that big tree.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. He if you watch his video, like his chest cam, it looks like he's riding a jackhammer. It's just insane. But so yeah, he did it in. I can do that.
Finish your sentence?
sentence.
He did it. I just thought it was funny as hell that he did it in exactly half the time that I did it, in like 7.5 hours.
It's really unbelievable. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe that people could do 100 miles.
That's
like
He
that.
averaged like 14 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
Something insane.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did 7.5, and he was 14. I think is it.
It took me about 13 hours, and the last hour it rained on me. So I finished it soaking wet in the dark in the middle of the night. There was like one guy sitting by a campfire when I finished it, and
It's like God.
I signed the log and went home.
Yeah.
Did you get the rock?
Poor guy.
You get a rock?
I got the rock,
You got
yeah.
the
So
rock,
I
yeah.
finished the last hour with a big rock in my backpack, getting rained on.
No beer.
The 90th mile, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I even had a beer to
Damn.
celebrate that thing. Y'all drank all the beers and won all the prizes and
bailed.
left.
Yeah, they
Took off.
swag. Yeah.
Yeah. So next time I'm gonna pull over and party instead of finishing the thing.
Yeah. So it's on again. If you're ready up for the challenge, it's a good one.
Yeah,
So,
go prepare yourself for it first and go ride
Yeah.
the good water.
My advice, if anybody is going to do it, it's more about your diet, and
Preparation.
I think it's more about your diet than really anything. Obviously, you don't want your bike to break, but if you think you can do it, study nutrition.
yeah.
That's
Big time.
that's I think the secret.
Yep.
It's so
absolutely
hard to dial
vital.
that in and get it right when
Yeah.
you're doing all day riding.
Yeah, and don't show up with some new nutrition plan. Don't
Yeah.
show up with some new magic bars that you bought
Yeah.
off of
You need
Amazon or whatever. You need to
Test it.
Yeah, you need to know what you're doing before you show up. It's
Definitely.
pretty serious.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah.
Ring the bell?
Ring the bell.
All right.
Next
All right,
topic.
I'm glad we got a chemist here because the next topic is definitely going to be right up your alley. Scott, what is actually happening neurologically when you're in the flow state on your bike?
Like when you're in the zone.
When you're in the zone and you're
Yeah.
flowing,
Muscle memory's going. You know?
all of that stuff,
Yeah.
you kind of just you lose track of your time and space and where you are and all your problems. But what's happening inside your in your brain? Is that a dopamine hit?
I guess my chemistry's all synthetic organic, so it's not
Biochemistry.
biological. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's much smaller.
Okay, how can we trigger it more?
Man.
You guys know what I'm talking about when you're just in
I
in the
know.
zone,
I
yeah.
wish I just had a button that I could push to go there because
Yeah.
it's just when
Yeah.
all of life's distractions just disappear and you are focused on survival. the first one that comes to mind, Orion and I were coming down a hill in New Mexico, and it was a good ride. We'd been on the bikes all day. We had nothing to lose at that point, you know. So break the bike, break your body. We still had a great trip. We just fucking sent it. And so we went down that hill at full speed and somehow survived it, and it was very memorable.
Yeah.
Full flow state, full
Yeah.
zone.
You know where I've had it? At Mount Nebo.
Oh,
Without the pace.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so fucking good out there.
now did that have something? Was that just mechanically riding the bike that was so gnarly?
Everything links up so well there, and it just
Was it first time riding those trails?
I've been like 3 times. I know Jeff and I went. I'm thinking of the time that he and I went.
Okay, wasn't your first time.
Yeah, that was.
No,
a
it wasn't my
good
first time.
one. So like there, what I was thinking that you might say was that it had, in addition to just how gnarly the trails are mechanically, the place is gorgeous. And
Yeah.
it was.
Novel.
It's a real experience.
Yeah, it's an amazing place.
Say beautiful things will kill you, though.
Not even.
That's a pretty good way to put it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, what was when we were there? You had an issue. Your
shoulder.
shoulder
Yeah.
wasn't ready,
Yeah, it
and we
came out
went
of
down.
We took you a
Oh,
lizard's
man.
We
tail.
went straight down
He
Lizard
was,
Town.
shit.
he was exactly opposite.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no flow, nothing. But
Isn't
he could feel everything.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, not a
Like
place to
Landry
go
the
and
year
heal.
before, Like
It was
Landry
after
the
the-
year before.
It was after that shoulder reconstruction surgery of mine.
Yeah, the year
We
before.
took you down lizard tail and it beat you to pieces, and then you skipped the
Beat up
second
Carl
half.
too.
I went
You
up where
skipped the
Chris
second
ended
half.
up coming up the
Yeah.
year before.
Right, and the year before we took Chris Landry down lizard tail and whooped his ass, and he missed the second half of the day.
Man, we're going hard on
But
Chris
he
tonight.
came
Yeah.
back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody clear lizard's tail. I tried last time we were out there.
Man,
Yeah.
you really impressed
You
me.
did almost.
You
So,
really
There's a
impressed
couple
me.
spots that just are so challenging.
that one
berm,
that
turn,
one- yeah,
climb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great riding out there.
Yeah.
But I think the flow state kind of like it's what made me think of Nebo is because it's like a sustained, like long,
Continuous.
ride.
Mm-hmm.
Of flow. I mean, I'm not comparing flow state to flowy trail, but I mean that helps.
The zones.
It's hard to get in there because like mountain biking is not like a continuous. It's not like road biking. You know, you're not in a same thing kind of
Rhythm.
You're not in a rhythm.
Yeah.
You're like constantly changing. So
Yeah.
maybe a little bit harder to kind of get to into that state. But once you get it, it's like
A
God, this
similar
feels so good.
similar feeling that I've had is when you're on a new trail and you don't kind of know where you're at, but you're confident where you're going, and you're off the path of where you've ever been before. You've never been there before. It's not like a flow state. It's more like a feeling
Excitement.
excitement,
Yeah.
feeling you get. That's I don't feel it very often unless I go somewhere that's brand new I've never been to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if I'm chasing some high on. We're going out to Big Bend in a couple of weeks, and I've only been once, and the last time I was there was a lot of those moments where you're out in the middle of the desert and you're riding along and you're like, have I seen that purple cactus before? Like where am I? What's going on? And the place is just so magical and amazing, and it's there's nothing else like it, and I'm hoping that it's as enjoyable as I remember when we go back out there, or if I've just got some elevated sense,
romantic connection to it.
Yeah, I've replayed it so many times because I remember being pretty dialed out there. You're drive for 7 hours across the desert, and you can't get more remote than that, and you get really connected to it out there in the silence. And
huge, because you leave the city where you can't see more than your neighbor's house next to you, and you go to a place where the mountain you see is miles away from you, and the sky's huge. I'm excited, and I'm going to Big Bend. I'm officially.
We're gonna be 12 hours of change.
All right.
Sweet.
I told the wife last night.
The doctor's
all right.
Gotta make it happen.
Yeah, I didn't even get my note in.
Awesome.
I thought the flow state it locked out,
interesting.
but
Oh, sorry.
I will. I'll put it up on the screen.
Cool. Yeah, dude. Really interesting.
What was the other word for it? The zone.
The
The
zone.
zone. My other example that I'll never forget is I used to race super bikes, and you'd get in the zone. The only way to survive is to really be in the zone. And I remember more than once, you're so dialed in, and you're working your ass off. It's the G forces are so wild, and the intensity and the aggression. You're trying to pass and not die. I've spit inside my helmet before.
More dangerous. But this
you're working so hard.
This says those things.
This
exactly.
is the Scott state. According to the definition of this, the state is characterized by an intense focus, enjoyment, and a sense of timelessness. When in flow, individuals often lose track of time and their surroundings, becoming completely absorbed in what they're doing.
Yeah, I was going to say hyperfocus.
And it's good because no distractions. You won't make
You're
mistakes.
just like,
It's a Scott state.
It's addicting.
Scott state.
It's really good for a guy like me. I've got raging ADD, and those experiences really help me focus.
Yeah.
And
Balances everything up.
yeah, it helps you to you're so present. It's very addicting. I'm sure everybody.
I think it would
kinda
be
shares
easier to
that.
get into that if you're really ADD, because you're like,
You're already there?
you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't have it, so I know.
Yeah,
it's
just
I don't
something to organize the noise. You have to focus or you die.
Right.
Was that something that you experienced on your trip from Banff down to Mexico?
I wanted to ask
I'm not
that.
kidding.
The
least
tour
it's
divide.
Some days you would have that.
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah, man, I went through every single emotion you can think of.
Yeah, I think so too.
From crying on the side of the road, wanting to be done, to
Asking yourself why you're
having,
fucking doing this.
Yeah, having some of the best times I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not so much flow because it's all gravel. Sometimes you're on some single track trails and
Well, I mean, not
downhill.
not flow literally, but the zone.
the zone. I don't remember being in the zone so much because I was always worried about where am I going to go? Where am I going to be tonight? How much water do I have? Where am I getting food? So you're more thinking about how you're going to get through the day. And sometimes you might be in the zone. But
It's so crazy.
the flow state is a mental condition where a person is fully immersed and focused on an activity, often leading to a sense of enjoyment and the loss of track of time. It typically occurs during tasks that are engaging and aligned with one's skills and interests.
That's such a robotic way to explain it, but it's so accurate.
It's true.
We cover a lot of large variety of activities.
This
I
is
guess.
very true.
Yeah.
Ring it.
Ring the bell. Ding. All right. Learning plateaus, right? So that was
Something I threw up
it's
there.
capitalized. It looked like a thing.
We're not going to tell y'all how to spell plateau. Don't look it up.
It's not pronounced platios.
Yeah, and have somebody else write the word, and you read it and
Put it in lowercase. It looks like it's a noun. So anyway, who does that?
I threw this up there just
Okay.
randomly, and
Yeah.
how to identify your limitations and how to improve on them and know what to focus on. And I think this is for younger, newer riders. Being a coach, I kind of thought about this.
Yeah, that's a great point. It ties in with so many things like keeping the stoke. Because it is really easy to just kind of get bored, to flatline with your progress, and you might see like I see the boys a lot, and girls, comparing themselves to other riders a lot, and it's like, no, it's ride your ride, like find what motivates you, and set your own goals for yourself, and just be patient with yourself, and find ways to enjoy just the repetition. You know, if you love a trail that you ride a lot, and
Keep riding it.
Yeah.
How do you share that information with a young rider? Whether it's a fear that they have, they're slamming on the brakes before they get to that rock garden, or if it's something like a body position, or knowing how to get over those rocks, get off your seat. I just straight up am behind the young rider and I tell them, hey, next time stand up when you get through the rocks.
I think
and
braking too much is a problem for
younger riders.
Yeah.
For the
Because the momentum is your friend. No matter if you're a new or old rider, it's like, try to go through a rock garden at your normal pace and then try to go at like 2 miles an hour slower.
snail pace.
Super hard.
Yeah, you're gonna go over the bars and
All kinds of problems.
Yeah, but I think the topic is somebody who might be struggling with a particular challenge and not having the motivation to power through it. Like, is that what you mean by plateaus?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a couple different topics there.
Or
Plateaus
the insecurity
is when I think of a plateau, it's like I've gotten as fast as I can on a certain
You're
speed,
stuck.
and if plateaued, I'm not improving on that on that metric. But also being aware, like, all right, well, I've plateaued on that metric. Now I need to go focus on cornering. Now I need to go focus on get through rock garden.
I like that. I know with my guys, our main focus is just having fun.
Yeah.
Because, if you're not into it, then you have no motivation to push through those things. But if you can find something in you that's satisfied by the accomplishment, it can be very motivating. And that's kind of what I try to focus on with the kids a lot, is just
help them find the stoke.
Yeah. What's important to you? Do you need to get better at this? Will that make you feel better? All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't matter. That's okay.
For fun.
I've also seen a lot of kids who get pushed too hard and burn out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly
a
my
real
point.
problem.
Don't worry about Wolf.
Yeah. Well, if there's a couple others that come to mind.
Yeah.
Because you can work on competency as well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
None
none of us
being the fastest and the best at everything.
Yeah, none of us are the fastest or the best. I mean, there's always a guy with a bigger stick, and 99% of us or more. Fun's got to be the first priority, and then everything else is just icing on the cake.
Yep. Ding.
Tell me about the last bike you bought.
There's been so many. Which
I know.
Yeah,
I'm asking you.
I'm stumped. I can't even guess what the most
I don't even know what it is.
The orange one?
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Take a guess.
Is the ASR your most recent bike?
It's a titanium
No.
one.
No,
It's
it's
a
not
titanium
another
one.
The orange
It's
one.
the titanium single speed.
Facebook
It's the
Marketplace.
Hardtail.
Maniac. Yeah.
From Wes?
XP.
Wes is one, right?
No, it's
No.
Facebook.
No, he doesn't
Off
have.
Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah, it's
Lightspeed?
a binary Maniac HP.
Binary is a brand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never heard of them.
You got a killer deal on this. Like
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was about after everything was said and done, a little bit over 2. But yeah,
Nice.
it's one of those bikes where you can run it geared or single speed.
Oh, nice.
Since it's titanium, I think I'll maybe keep it forever.
I still need to ride that thing. I've forgotten that I was hounding you for a while about riding
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Scott, you got a new bike recently.
Yeah, SB120.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy with it. It's in the shop getting new wheels, but
Oh, cool. Congrats.
a couple days. Yeah,
What are you getting?
Should be exciting.
What kind of wheels?
Birds.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, Bird XCs. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is that with the Talon wheels or
Yes,
hubs?
hubs, yeah.
Were the old wheels, were they just heavy or?
Bent.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
Heavy and bent.
But
Yeah, they
I don't want to admit to that.
they were shaped like a truck tire, kind of.
So narrow
275s.
rim.
Yeah, not as
2.4s.
thick as the ones on the SB140.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's faster. It's cool. I enjoy it.
it's a sweet rig.
Less spokes too.
Yeah. No, they're still 28s.
Still 20.
But 1.5 degrees, it makes a difference. It just feels faster. It's not as
You get a lot less
the
weight.
moment of inertia is not as high.
Yeah.
And with those nylon spokes, there's a lot more compliance with it too.
Yeah.
When it comes to bumps.
Plus
Yeah.
the weight
More
savings on the
absorption.
rotational masses.
Yeah, that's what I've got
Yeah,
on the ASR.
It still has the
Yeah, they're nice.
infinity switch, so or infinity loop. It'll still be close to 30. I bet 28 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So those are the newest
Not
bikes.
as like
Newest
the
bikes,
threads.
right?
Yeah,
Out of everybody, those are the
threads.
newest bikes.
Yeah, I certainly don't have any new bikes.
We
new
bought
bikes.
Orion's.
Giant.
Giant.
I don't know what model it is.
For
Trans.
Quentin?
For Quentin.
Yeah.
He's riding that large, which we got a hell of a deal. Crazy good deal.
Oh, that's good.
It's an old bike, but
And man, your kids are getting so tall. It fits him great.
it fits him perfect.
I can't believe how old he's riding a large.
He's riding a large. It was a little big on him. He's got room to grow into it, but
Well,
he's going to be over.
it's better than the other way.
6'2", 6'3".
You got some new brakes.
I did. Yeah, Magura.
5'3".
I've been running Maguras for years, and I was treated to some new MT8 Pros, which they're freaking amazing.
Does that have a carbon lever? Is that?
I don't think it's carbon.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's metal. But the materials, the is very, very high quality. The sports are good, but a little more plastic than I preferred. But they're overall, the thing that I noticed about them. Huh?
Plastic for weight.
Yeah, but they're brittle after a while and stuff would break. And, but the MT8 Pro versions are, I mean, it's all like really top shelf stuff. And so what I wasn't used to them, well, what I was used to being a little bit grabby like XTs, like I had come from. Those are like, on and off more or less. And the Magura Sports are sort of like that. Maybe not quite as grabby as the XTs are, but the MT8s are like super progressive. So you don't feel you don't get lunged forward. You slow down, but it's like it's not grabbing hard at all. So that's definitely
Modulated.
very hard to get used to.
I wonder what pads you're running, because I run Magura also, and I recently switched to a more aggressive pad.
Yeah.
And it was a huge change.
Mine are the middle pads. So there's like the Easy and the Race. I forget what their color code is.
They're
I forget.
metal or no? They're synthetic.
Centered or something.
Yeah, they're centered.
That means it has metal in it.
So if you get the race ones, are the metal compound.
I think
there's shreds of metal in there.
That's what I'm on. They get noisy sometimes. Too,
Yeah,
but
so
they work great.
Yeah, no, it's just they're great. I think they're but again, just getting used to not feeling like I'm stopping is a little bit unnerving at first, but I'm used to it now.
What else did you do to your bike recently? You did a new driveline or something.
Yeah, so I just took the whole thing apart and rebuilt basically the whole rear triangle, and man, it's just so solid right now.
And mag pedals.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
you're enjoying
mag
those
pads.
because you were flats forever.
Yeah, I've never even once clipped in. Never even tried them.
He's only
never even
gotten
wanted
stuck
them.
on the clips once and fallen over.
Yeah, I actually.
Yeah, it takes a couple of times and then you never do it again.
But I know I've never even tried clip pedals. Like, it's just like, oh, maybe I want to do that. I never. And so I have actually fallen over once with my mag pedals.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. And it was kind of a weird thing. I was on a hill and it was.
It's getting used to them.
It wasn't
Yeah.
at an intersection in front of a bunch of people.
No, I did almost break my tailbone on looping out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
we talked about
roads,
riding
yeah.
last night, and that's the first thing I thought. I'm going to go out and break my tailbone again.
No, but yeah, the mag pads are great. I think they're the perfect. It's what it seems to me would be like the perfect solution because you don't have to go through some perfect sequence to get out of the pedal. You can do it in a whole bunch of different ways. But you can lift and you can pull really hard. I'm surprised at how much you can actually pull.
I want
It's
to
pretty crazy. If you get the 200 mil or 200 Newton meter strength magnets. Those are definitely what David recommends on those. But David Weiss
Magpeds.
Magpeds. David Weiss has a discount code too if you want to get hooked up with that.
Cool.
Talk to your local brand ambassador.
Yep.
Zach, what'd you do to your bike recently?
I took my 2018 Santa Cruz Hightower, stripped it all the way down to the bare bones. Used everything from sandpaper, pressure washer. Did most of the work of removing the outer layer,
I forgot
clear
about
coat?
that.
the clear coat on the outside.
How did
Yeah.
you do that?
You removed
The
clear coat?
The clear coat was already chipping off in spots. Partly, I think, sweat related, sweating on the bike. Mostly, I'd put some frame protector tape on there and didn't properly remove it. When I removed it, you're supposed to heat it up when you remove it.
Oh, okay.
I just pulled it off, and it started peeling off.
The clear coat.
Over the course of 2 years, it just got worse, and more was coming off. Every time I washed it, a little bit more would chip away.
Was the paint coming off also?
No, the paint underneath was perfectly fine.
Cool.
It's a color difference between the two of them. So once I got the pressure washer off, I really started removing it, and it was. I mean, I can still see it in my yard where I stripped it all off. And then I wish I had the name of the product I used. Once I stripped it all the way down, cleaned it really good, got as much. I probably removed 95% of that original clear coat. I applied a new clear coat to it, and
it looks really good.
It looks super, super good.
Yeah.
Right
I could go back and touch up the clear coat a little bit because some spots are a little rough. It's not shiny and shimmery.
Is this like a spray can?
A spray can. Yeah, but this stuff has a hardening agent in it. And the other side of the spray can has a pop top thing, and you pop it in there, and it mixes the two chemicals together.
Oh.
So it's true clear coat polyurethane.
Do you have to use it within a certain time frame, or is it?
Yeah, immediately. Super strong stuff. Adhered to it perfectly.
Nice. Yeah, the bike looks great.
Yeah. If you have an old bike,
Don't give up.
Don't give up. You can rebuild it. You can put it back together as long as it's not cracked or broken.
And you stripped the clear coat off with a pressure washer.
The pressure washer and sandpaper and my fingernail.
That's pretty ballsy with a pressure washer.
Yeah, I was hesitant to do that. And a air gun out of my compressor.
Yeah.
That would kind of lift it up a little bit, a little air pocket go in there and it'd pop off. But
It takes a special kind of patience.
yeah, it took a lot of work. Once I got the pressure washer off, it really started coming off. A lot quicker.
Very cool.
I'd say it probably took me 30 hours. I did it all in 1 week.
Oh,
Damn.
At least 30 hours working on it.
speaking of old bikes, I gave my 2018 Da Vinci some love. All new pivot bearings and new rear shock. That was the deal. I got a new rear shock for a steal for less than it would have cost to rebuild my old shock, which I'm still going to rebuild. It's going to go on another frame eventually. But, that all started because I broke my wheel.
Yeah.
My beautiful carbon i9. I was riding with the high school kids, and we were getting rowdy on our way back to the parking lot one day, and
I was there.
coming down a fast hill, kind of did like this lily pad sort of jump on and off of a big rock, and I think I shorted it and hit the wheel pretty hard, and it made an explosive sound.
But
We
you
all
didn't
stopped.
puncture the tire. You didn't snake bite it.
As it turns out, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Which, so made a really loud exploding sound, but the wheel stayed true, and we couldn't figure out what the sound was. We pulled over. Me and the kids, we're all looking at the bike trying to figure out what that was. I don't know. Let's go. Hauled butt back to the parking lot, and then I noticed that the tire was losing air. And so we looked real close and found that the wheel had cracked in two places.
Oh, shit.
And the wheel itself was leaking air. i9 was great. They sent all replacement parts. I'm on the new We Are One.
Yeah.
Is it We Are One now? Yeah, the We Are One.
One.
It's a We Are One hoop. They sent the new spokes. They're a slightly different length, so I got the new spokes. Laced the whole thing up here, and put the new stickers on it, and aired it up, and then realized that yes, the tire did have a snake bite. Nice brand new Maxxis Forecaster snake bite. So
Pearl Snap.
yes,
Thanks for sharing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Gonna get
that's
another round
crazy.
of beers here. Thank you, sir.
so yeah, got the bike all tidied up and
It's a cool bike.
perfected, and
You-
it's
How old's that bike?
it's
Because
a
it's
2018.
You took
2018. Yeah, so we're kind of the same.
So you've had that cup in the headset, in the head tube, which increases the head angle, right?
I did.
You did. You
But
took it out.
I took it out. I went back to
Still.
stock. I think I had it at something crazy like 69
60
degrees or
It's
something
like
like.
vertical, like
Straight up.
Yeah, it was steep. It works great here in South Austin. I had like a top 10 on the 45 XL for a while. Perfect, endless turns. A lot of people hate it. Chris Phelps. Because it's just nonstop, left and right, mind-numbing turns. But my bike was so short and tall and steep that it would just turn without even thinking about it. You don't have to prep
Right.
or lean or anything. It was just, but sure enough, we would go to Arkansas and get on those big, fast, flowy trails, and I felt pretty vulnerable.
yeah. No, you took that bike when you and I went to Arkansas. And we rode Buffalo Outdoor Recreation Center on some pretty gnarly shit on
Yeah.
that bike, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, and so it was pretty twitchy, and
Yeah,
the
God.
more modern bikes that I would ride, the more I would realize what a weird setup I got.
Yeah, it was definitely weird.
So I put the headset back to normal. I do still have the rear end elevated or lifted. I've got an offset spacer on the rear shock, and we got the rear all the way up. I like a tall, a high bottom bracket. I really like being able to pedal through corners and not get any pedal strikes.
The Da Vinci gives you that.
Yeah. Well,
That's the Hightower's flaw, is it's so low.
Yeah.
that's the one thing about the way you ride
Pedal
too.
strikes,
Though
definitely.
you have the best like spatial awareness of anybody, because I think probably from your motorcycle background too.
Yeah.
That you never pedal strike. I mean, I've never seen you hit
That's
a
what
pedal.
I said. I've never seen Jeff dab. A week
Or
later,
dab.
Yeah,
a
I
week
was.
later he wrecked, and I was like, "Oh, that's my fault."
Yeah, well, no, I was going to get into that. While my bike was all torn apart, and I was waiting on wheels, and I was waiting on shocks, and just kind of playing, having fun with the maintenance. I was riding a whole bunch of loaner bikes, and Wes is the best. He's got a ton of bikes, and I rode them all, and I wish I could remember what bikes I was on, but one in particular, you and I were out riding, and I was screwing up everything. We were going over that route over there.
It wasn't the night you were on Stukely's.
North,
But
it might have been. Yeah, that was another bike.
Rebel,
I was riding
I
that.
think you were on Wes's other titanium, the badass.
Yeah.
The
I
bigger
told
one.
you so.
I told you so.
Yeah, and that bike just took me a minute to get used to. It's basically an Orbea Ois, but it's titanium, and he's got it built up just brilliantly. The most beautiful piece of hardware. But for whatever reason, I was way off my game and just couldn't climb anything, couldn't hit any. And Scott says, "I've never even seen you dab," and he cursed me.
You cursed him, Scott.
But spent a whole bunch of time on that Rail 2.9. That was a lot of fun. Trying to remember what else I rode. I was thinking about this earlier today, trying to remember what bikes I rode, but they're all great. I love all bicycles. They're all great for the reasons that they're great. And every time you ride a different bike, you think, man, I'm going to buy this one. And screw that old Da Vinci. Got it all put back together, hop back on my old bike. It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I love the Hightower. Like, even if it has a low bottom bracket, I just love that bike.
My Da Vinci Django is the best bike for me.
Ride it anywhere.
Currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we got an open mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really like that Revel. What's
The big one.
The Rascal.
Shuttle? No, it was not the
No.
Rascal. It was Jeff's bike.
The Rail.
The Rail.
The Rail. That thing was fun. And for a big 170 mil travel bike, I think it's 160 rear, 170 front. The thing pedals like crazy.
Without double crown.
Yeah. But, it's an XL, and so I was stretched out pretty good, and when you're laid out in that position, you can't help but just go.
That thing's just a bulldozer.
Yeah.
It's
But
not made for turning.
No turning allowed.
yeah, you really had to throw your shoulders to get that thing to turn.
We could sit here all night long talking about bikes.
Yeah, we could.
Is that what
That's
we're-
kind of what
what
we're
we're
doing.
here for?
Isn't that what we're doing?
So yeah, I would ring the bell.
Bikes.
All right, next one. I like this. Winter riding gear. Give us some of your favorites, the worst, some of the tricks of the trade.
Keep in mind, this is a room full of Texans.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it has been legit winter
My biggest
lately, but
the best thing I found is a thin pair of merino wool socks, about D feet.
Yeah.
That's your first layer. Any plastic bag, you can put it over your foot. And then another pair of thicker wool socks. I wore them last night. It's the best.
yeah.
Feet don't get all nasty. You're holding in some of that moisture.
Merino's so good.
But
Yeah, no.
I got a pair of waterproof socks a couple
to me
years
about
ago.
it,
They're like neoprene. It's like a wetsuit
Wetsuit.
with like a soft fabric, and they work amazing. Because
So-
I'm too cheap to buy winter shoes, so I'm riding my fully vented summer shoes
you won't
with
get enough use
waterproof
out of
socks.
it.
Yeah, I mean, we only get 2 cold weeks a year.
Saul swears by fisherman socks. It's a neoprene booty, is what it is. But you look for fisherman gear because they're out in cold waters and they're gonna.
That's a great
I've
idea.
never heard of them.
That's probably what I'm wearing.
Oh,
right
I
now.
see.
Fisherman, yeah.
Not like the
Fishing
brand.
gear.
Yeah, fishing
Fishing
gear.
gear.
There's a brand that actually has shorts called Lure.
Fishing gear.
Yeah, the shorts are. I have some fishing shorts, which I didn't even know there were shorts for fishing, but they're perfect for mountain biking.
We were riding last night and it got cold quick, and a couple of those kids riding us, which were really fast, were not wearing gloves at all. And I asked them, "You okay? Like your hands got to be frozen right now." I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." 30 minutes go later, I'm behind them and I see one of them riding like
Yeah.
yeah.
In there.
Trying to get his hands
Hands are
on.
fat.
Well, keeping your core warm is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been playing around with heated vests a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't really ridden in it much, but
No, they're great for after rides.
Put one
so.
on me last night. It was awesome. That one I wore last night.
yeah.
What
And
about
then-
heated gloves? Have you seen the heated gloves?
I'm familiar, but I've never tried
I've seen
them.
those things where you put your hands into the thing that are attached to the bars. I think have heaters on them.
Hoagie.
Yeah, Carl has a set of whatever they're
Like they attach to your
Hoagies.
grips.
They're like mittens. They're
Yeah,
You slide your hands in there. I think those are
Go,
heated.
it covers your levers too. Yeah.
I got a warm skull cap kind of thing that goes under my helmet. It's thin, but it's some material that works really great. So, it's not like having a big fluffy beanie under your helmet. That sucks, but it covers my ears, and it's got the little holes so that my glasses go through the holes, and my
nice.
glasses
That's smart.
fit, right?
That's convenient.
And that's a game changer. Keeping your head warm and your feet, for me, that's the most important.
Hands and feet for sure.
Hands and feet are my most important. My head will get warm.
Yeah.
Like legs will stay warm, core.
It's crazy how technology's come so far. Like new materials that are thin and keep you warm. It's pretty wild.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. A lot of good choices.
Yeah, all the guys in Colorado are just laughing at us right now.
Whatever. Hey, but you know what? I'm from Colorado. They don't know what cold humidity is like. A
Yeah.
high humidity, cold environment is way fucking different than their.
Yeah, those guys are
Cold,
special
dry
kind of
climate.
tough, but I want to see them come down and ride with us when it's
In
105.
August,
yeah.
let's go.
105, 89% humidity.
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon, let's go.
800 feet elevation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're our unique brand of tough.
100%.
Yeah, we just get in the shade and just go.
Yep. Good.
All right, but for you guys, when you're getting ready for a ride, I'm asking Alexa what's the temperature outside over and over and over. And I've got like a sub 60 outfit, I got a sub 40 outfit, I got a sub 30 outfit. So there's different,
Yeah.
approaches to
definitely
every ride
organized.
depending on the temperature.
That's way more organized than I am.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't remember. What am
Yeah.
I gonna wear?
I'm wearing my robe.
Yeah, all right.
All right, what do we got?
Before we talk about destination rides, let's talk about favorite beers, because I think this is probably a good time to talk about your favorite beers.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I can tell you all about my least favorite. What happened last night? Who-
I don't remember it.
Tequila shots on a Tuesday
Where did
night.
that come from?
Hey, that was my fault.
It was good.
Infused.
Hey, he pulled out the bottle,
Habanero.
like sitting over in the
Yeah,
corner, like.
And I told JD that I'm trying to take it easy these days or whatever, and we're like 3 sheets in, and he asked me if I want another one, and everybody else had one, and so
It was
And those samples
habanero
were
infused
free, so
tequila.
it was worse.
yeah.
Huh?
The samples were free. So
Yeah.
it was worse.
I know, he's just
Yeah.
teasing us though.
Teasing us.
Yeah, so my
I got
favorite
2 free beers. though.
my favorite beer is the jellyfish, the Pint House jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's
But
good.
don't drink 3 of them on a Tuesday night.
Oh,
with-
Not 3
with-
tall boys.
Isn't it,
tequila.
what is it, like 7.7%?
oh, we looked it up. I think it's 6.5.
6
It's stout.
Pretty stout.
Yeah, it is stout.
Yeah.
All right, we know.
It
My
comes in a big can too.
professional Love Street
Professional Love
enthusiast.
Street. He,
So, Carbach.
He's sponsored and
Sponsor. Should get a
brand
sponsorship.
ambassador. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I think you put somebody's kid
Who's the
through
brewer?
college.
I definitely have. Whoever
Who's the
Carbach
brewery?
is.
Carbach?
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
I'll tell you-
Independence Brewery is going out of business,
Yeah.
but they're gonna.
They're going to get bought out, I would think, right?
They already are.
They're
Heineken
gonna
owns them.
private label,
Oh.
where they're gonna have somebody else.
Make 2 of their beers, the Stash
What
or
if-
something.
Stash in the native Texan, I think.
Oh, okay.
We for our company I work for was headquartered right next to them at our original location, and we'd go over on Fridays and get beers. And when they started, it was just a couple guys back there.
Where is it? Was it on the east side?
It was on the east side off of Todd Lane,
Yeah.
and you look at these guys, you would not think that they're brewmasters at all.
They didn't have the
It was-
big full beards with the...
No, not at all. You look like they lived in a van and just got a warehouse and started making beer out of it. But I believe not Carbach, Heineken came in and bought them once they kind of got bigger. But surprised to see them going out.
So what's your favorite beer?
Pearl Snap.
Really?
Yeah, Austin Beer Works.
That's what I was drinking last night.
My
Those stuff's
Fair,
good.
it's a good all-round beer.
It's a good, it's a
I
good
find my favorite
solid beer.
My favorite beer is seasonal, but I do have a legit favorite. It's called the Golden Monkey.
Yeah.
And I look at Scott because we went
I
on
know
a
where to
hunt.
find it.
Yeah, we found it on tap one night. We went way out of our way.
What was that place called? The
I couldn't tell you.
on 6th Street.
You've asked me several times. I can't
Golden Monkey?
remember. Golden Monkey. It's
They
from
make
Victory
crazy
Brewing out of somewhere northeast Pennsylvania, something like that. But it's just fantastic Belgian triple.
Oh, nice.
This is just a beautiful beer. We have an equivalent here. The Devil's Backbone.
Okay, yeah.
That's a Tripel.
And it's damn close, and it's readily available. And Carl's probably drinking one right now.
It's a real ale.
That's a very good one.
Right?
He's on
Devil's
a
Backbone's
cruise ship
real
in the
ale.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
Carl is?
Yeah.
He's
I
what?
talked to him this morning. He was waiting to go
he's on a
boat,
cruise
yeah.
ship.
Oh, man.
No way.
They're always
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
something,
He's got
man.
good-
When I retire, I hope I live that life. They got
Exactly.
figured out.
And where are they going?
Caribbean.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Fred, what's your favorite beer? Before you say it, no, I can't guess. I would have said Dos Equis.
I'll tell you what, man. It's not far. It's a great restaurant. Looks like a castle. Out by Fredericksburg, about a mile this side.
Oh, yeah,
Altstadt.
Allstat. Well,
Yeah.
Which one, though? Don't say
The
the...
lager.
I really like their half, but
They're
it's not
all
the half.
good.
Yeah.
They're all
The
good.
Pilsners, the
Yeah, the
lagers,
Pilsners.
the cool.
And the cans are cool with that texture on there. It's like...
That
That's-
facility is
yes.
incredible.
Yeah.
I haven't
That's
been.
By far my favorite.
I really like their Hefeweizen, though. This is
Yeah.
delicious. But yeah, all their beers are good.
Scott, you're not a beer drinker.
Not
You're
too
a
much. I like
cider.
cider, but I do like those two IPAs. That 512 Juicy,
Mhm.
and then the one with the green can, green and red.
Uh,
No,
It's an
It's an IPA. I know.
And then
Hopadillo.
also there's another one.
Is it a hopadillo? That
Hopadillo's what
I
I was
can't
thinking
see
of.
you drinking a hopadillo. That's
Yeah.
a
It's a pretty hoppy
margaritas.
Margarita.
margarita flavored beer.
Yeah, you'll see Scott with
Sweet
margarita
tea,
every
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
yeah. So now that we've covered the important topics,
Yeah. That's,
We'll move that forward.
Hit it.
Hey, let's take a little break. I take a bio break.
okay.
I got a challenge for everybody watching. Find a geode.
A what?
Oh,
Find a geode.
yes.
Bring me a rock that you think is a geode.
Once you told us, about your whole experience with that, I started, trying to do a little research myself. Where can I find them?
Where can I find a geode?
Lava,
In
near
Texas
lava
or-
beds or river
In
beds? Look
Texas.
for
Did they tell you a place in Texas?
yeah.
West.
Where? That's what I'm asking.
Towards
Did
New
they tell you?
Mexico. I think they find a lot of little
I
ones.
see where the
They should be
people
able to
will
do
go
it.
and
There
like
are some hot
along
spots.
the waterways, and they'll find a big rock, and they'll crack that one open and have the round geode inside of it.
Find a rock
I've seen
too
that.
that feels a lot lighter. than
Lighter.
it should.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if
Oh,
it rattles,
interesting. Yeah,
if
yeah,
it
that makes
rattles,
sense.
it could have crystals in it.
So for those of you that don't know, Zach found a dinosaur egg.
It fell from the sky 30,000 feet up.
Yeah.
From Mars.
Okay, so maybe it's not a dinosaur egg, but it's got to be a geode.
It's definitely from Mars.
This
100%.
rock was special,
It was.
Yeah,
and
at
it
least for a
was
little while.
very heavy. I should have known it was not
Yep.
a geode by the weight
and
of it.
the locals were all buzzing.
Yeah.
We
Where
were, we
was
were
this?
all.
Where did you find
His
it?
name is
It-
Zach Deer.
In Big Bend.
Oh, big man.
In a volcanic area
Yeah.
right above a riverbed. I was kind of on the cliff of the edge of a riverbed.
We were all so hopeful.
Yeah, we were.
So what'd you do with that rock?
Oh, I took it to Nature's Treasure up north. They have a lapidary service where they'll cut and polish stuff for you. And I took it in there, and the guy at the clerk was like, yeah, it could be, it could not be. And then this other gentleman comes out from the back with his arm in a sling, and he picks it up. And he's like, no, that's
Yeah.
not a
He says,
geode.
that's frozen
It's
poop.
too heavy.
They just threw it
Word
away.
of the day.
They
Lapidary.
wanted $25 to
Spell
cut it
lapidary.
apart to see if it was.
Oh, jeez.
And at that point, I wasn't confident, so I took it home. And man, I took a sledgehammer to that thing for 10 minutes before it cracked.
I wonder.
Wow.
It was such a hard rock. I
You
want to
didn't know
figure out what
It was more valuable. It was a meteorite, and you just didn't know it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a kick out. We have a huge group text, and we spent a whole day fretting over what this rock was.
Whether it's a geode or
Oh
not.
shit, it's radioactive.
Yeah. So, speaking of Big Bend,
Let's talk
Upcoming
about it. That's
trips.
our next
Here we go.
destination trip, isn't it?
Big Bend is the next trip. We're less than 3 weeks away. And I am not in shape. I've still got all the Christmas spirit on me, and I need to ride the bike every day between now and then because I want to get out there. I want to get out in the middle of the desert, get lost, and have that experience.
Scott, what day are you guys coming in? Wednesday?
Yeah, I think Wednesday, because I'm tied to Carl. So,
Yeah. Fred, say
Wednesday. Yeah.
So the next destination we'll ride is Flat Rock after Big Bend, right?
May.
Is it on the calendar already? I don't know.
No.
May.
Is it?
Met reservation.
It looks like it's in May now.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
first
yeah.
of May.
This,
That's right.
this is a Crank and Drink roadshow.
Yep.
So everyone's invited. First week of May.
Yeah, everybody.
Number
Such
one
a
place
blast.
in Texas.
It's great riding. Last summer was just fucking amazing.
You know the fire got up to 1,000 degrees that
yeah. Yeah.
Steaks
And we had
were
those
really
potatoes.
good.
We had those potatoes in that
Steak and
fire
dress.
all night.
Everybody brought food. We ate all night
Oh
long.
my god, it's so good.
The meat just kept coming.
Just brisket
Yeah.
after
Christian
steak.
put
Christian
meat on it like
just-
midnight.
Kills that tri-tip, man. It's so good.
Christian's made that tri-tip a few times, but that night was the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sat there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just crisped.
Yeah, that
So-
trip, that really was a perfect trip. Really looking forward to going this year.
So it's not as big a commitment as a Big Bend is or Bentonville or anything
Hour
like that.
away.
But it's still far enough that you're gonna go and you're gonna stay and you're gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's still amazing. So
Yeah, it's
good.
far enough that
Great trails too.
Oh,
Nobody-
great
the
riding,
place
yeah.
is really well designed.
Yeah.
What's the city there?
Comfort?
Comfort. I heard there's pizza in Comfort. We gotta try.
There
it.
is a pizza place there downtown. Downtown.
Really? I was gonna say, is there a downtown?
There kind of is. Right?
It's just a
Yeah,
We just
trailer.
never
There's a
get to
crappy
it.
little grocery store.
Is it?
Yeah, and there's actually a
Lowe's.
Yeah.
Lowe's.
It's like the only
Little
building
city.
with power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since that
But
is,
I-10 flies past it, but there's no exits.
oh really?
Exactly.
Really?
There's an elevated section
No
of
way.
I-10 that goes
No
over it,
way.
but there's no exits. Yeah.
So you something else with that?
Well, we're talking about me personally. I'm talking about a southern Utah, northern Arizona, New Mexican, Coloradan, kind of a western trip for spring
so
break.
many trails you go there though. Like, what are you gonna? How do you pick?
How do you,
doesn't
Well, that's exactly. That's,
talking,
Yeah.
I heard you talking about Phil's World and
that's what we're trying to figure out right now. I know for sure we're heading
Ringo.
over to
Yeah.
St. George, Utah
When?
for spring break.
For spring break.
Yep. And then on the way back, we're trying to plan the trip. I think we were going to try to go down and skip along the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and then maybe get into New Mexico, maybe get up into Colorado.
I mean, it's like you just have so many choices.
exactly.
It's so hard.
Too many.
Too
Can't
many,
decide.
yeah.
And the problem is analysis by paralysis. I'll look at them like, I don't know where to
Oh, yeah.
start.
Pick one.
How do you
It's
just
like
go?
it's like the cereal aisle at the grocery store. Like,
What do you do?
I don't know
It's
what
a
I want.
whole fucking aisle of
It's
cereal.
free.
Yeah, one thing's for certain, it's beautiful no matter where you go.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
So that's middle of March, and so I think that for me will be my next trip. Besides all the NICA races after Big Bend.
Are you going to Salt Lake? And then, you're...
No, we're not going all the way up to Salt
Okay,
Lake.
so
We're
you're
going to
making a
St.
drive
George.
around.
Yeah, we're going to kind of just beeline to St. George and then just find our way back in a fun way.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah. How much
So
time
good.
do you have?
A full week.
Full week.
Yeah.
We're going the other way. We're going to Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, wow.
We're going to camp on
It's-
Fort Pickens
That's
Campground,
cool.
which is an old fort from...
Yeah, it's not that far. It's only like 8 hours east of Houston, or a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we're going
Not
to
too
stop
bad.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right along the way.
Yeah, if you're out on the peninsula, right, or on the Panhandle, isn't it? Where,
Yeah.
It's way on the west
It's
side.
right
it
as you
cuts a lot of it.
exit
Florida's long, like that way.
Alabama. You exit Alabama and you're in Florida. It's right,
Right,
there.
So that's your spring break plan?
Spring break. It's right next to Destin, so you get the right beaches.
That's the Redneck Riviera.
Beach.
I believe it's redneck because this campground we're staying at is the most.
No, that's is what it's called. Is the Redneck
Oh,
Riviera.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
This campground is the most cliche
Florida.
beach Florida campground you'd ever see. You know.
Gators walking around.
Yeah. Everybody's got their
With
little
mullets.
old trailer backed into the.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So that's March. In April, I've got a couple of things going on. I've got another Big Bend trip.
Really?
It's an overland trip. Some guys are doing some like adventure motorcycling. There's a 600-mile route, and some overlanders are going to kind of join and meet at all the checkpoints and all the right times. And
in the state park?
yeah,
Probably.
but it's it's a 600-mile loop, so it goes all over the place. Yeah, it goes through. I can't even remember all the towns right now. Alpine and
Oh wow.
so really looking forward to that one. That one's in April. And it's kind of messing with my plan to do the Moab, Utah Easter Jeep Safari. It's the 60th year. Same
Well, look at that.
Yeah, big year. But it's the following weekend, and I don't think I could be gone that much.
Well, what you need to do is just go to Big Bend, stay
Swing,
there,
swing.
and then go to Moab.
Yeah, because they're not 20 hours apart. It's cool.
Yeah, it'll be halfway there.
Yeah, so really, really fun-filled spring that I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
All the races and all the trips.
We put Goodwater Loop on the agenda there.
Yeah,
That's right.
We talked about it.
We got to go out on a weekend and just do a lap.
I think we should do a road show up in the
Which one?
Goodwater.
Goodwater.
Georgetown.
Epic.
Yeah.
I think a road show would be up there. Would be great for
sometime soon.
a day trip.
Andrew would be pissed.
I did want to say about the road show, like we talked about the comfort event. You may or may not know, but we're doing the Drifters Road Show once a month now. So that is a ride. We're trying to kind Saturdays.
Dude, Beezer doesn't own the bar anymore.
He doesn't. He never owned it.
Well, he's been thrown out.
I know.
Yeah, I
well,
didn't know that.
yeah, no, it's pretty messed up.
Beezer, I never met Beezer, but he was
Nice
the
guy. But
manager.
They didn't
He
clear
presented
enough money,
himself-
So the guy renting the place to him took it over.
Yeah,
Oh.
so they're reorganizing the whole
guy
thing. It's-
bankrolling him.
It's still open, except for that part. Just that bar is closed. So food trucks are all still there. The pickle
Just that
pub
bar,
is open.
what, like the second bar next to
No, no,
the...
no,
Like
Yeah,
where that deck is.
Not within the same property. The next bar over.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's the pickle pub where the pickleball courts are.
That little bar is
That's
closed
open.
now?
No,
Oh,
that's
that
open.
one's
The other
open.
one's closed.
The one that's like old house is closed.
Well, like where we sit outside on the deck.
Yeah, that's like old house they converted kind of.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, but anyway, so that's every Saturday, every month on some Saturday we're gonna pick the Saturday that makes sense each month, and we like to showcase the Marymore trails because there are some great stuff that a lot of people don't know about, and it's really good now because all the homeless shit is gone. Then that's been a problem out there for a long time. So no more homeless bullshit, and then great trails, and we start in Bowerly with a bunch of new stuff that's been created lately, and yeah.
Bowerly rocks.
Bowerly's
Bowerly's
fucking
great.
amazing now. Yeah, it's,
I think we talked about this on the last episode. Is there any updates on what new stuff is coming? Oh,
Yeah.
which reminds me, there's some other new stuff I want to talk about. Other new trail in Marymore?
In Marymore, I don't know about New Trail.
Yeah, so, well, Ridge Riders have a grant from Athletic Brewing. I think it's $10,000 that they're going to redo the trail. That's technically called, they want to change the name because they don't really like it. But it's called Mary's Bum Uncle, which I don't really have a problem with it. But they're going to redo that whole trail with some of that money, and it's working through the process now. That's the only new trail that I'm aware of in Marymore.
But since we last
something
talked,
else?
Bowerly now has Bowerly Mount.
Mount Bowerly.
Mount Bowerly.
Mount Bowerly's, if you come down, so the whole segment called Surfing Safari, which starts up at Dead Man's Drop on the west end of the loop. Go through the gate, and then you take the first right, and you go down that Dead Man's Drop. At the very bottom of that, you kind of got to brake pretty hard to make the turn, but it's a
It's
right.
the creek.
Yeah,
the
through.
creek.
You're gonna cross Slaughter Creek. A little, it's still pretty rough, so get some wheels on it if you're riding it.
It's beautiful. Once you make that turn, have you guys seen the canyon
Yeah,
walls?
no, the geology is incredible.
There's a lot of folks recently saying that that's their favorite trail in South Austin.
Doesn't
Well,
go
that-
very
that
far.
section.
but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really, really cool. And then so we're gonna plan Crank and Drinks that'll have all of the brand new stuff. There's another trail called Lost Balls Loop, which is about a mile. And there's another thing that we finished, but it's kind of using an existing trail that's actually pretty cool too. But I want to add on something else that it goes
Where's
to.
the Lost Balls Loop? I don't know.
So you go up Percy Springs Trail,
Uh-huh.
which is the existing hiking trail, and then you almost come up to the place where the pool and the recreation and thing for the neighborhood is there.
Okay.
So you take a left right before you get to the houses.
And used to be
And
a
you-
big homeless problem in that area, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different spot.
Yeah, no, I've never seen anything in there.
Then it loops back around. It's like a lollipop.
Yeah, it's like a big loop. Very cool downhill stuff. And that trail itself is like, I want to say it's right at a mile. Super fun. And comes some neat rock features at the very top. So you have 3 ways to go down like this rock face. One's super easy, one's pretty spicy, and then the other one's like a slab. It's probably, I don't know, is that like 4 or 5 feet? Is that about? right here.
Sure.
For you.
Yeah. And that's my favorite because you can roll it and it's super smooth and it's kind of steep, but it's cool.
I love it.
It's great. Yeah, lots of new stuff in there and all the tsunami stuff and that stuff is still
Little announcement today, just this afternoon of some new stuff that downtown hike and bike trail bridge is opening up.
February
7th.
The Y Bridge.
February 7th.
Yeah.
The Y Bridge. What do they call it?
There's a name for it.
I just call it the Y Bridge.
Yeah, you did. You went today, didn't you?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that project, they cranked that out real quick, and that's going to really...
Wishbone Bridge.
The Wishbone
Oh,
Bridge,
Was that way ahead of schedule? Because I thought it was going to take like forever.
Seems like forever.
Yeah, they did that quick. I can't wait to ride it because, riding that loop down there is fantastic and it's beautiful.
On the bridge sucks.
All the views of downtown and all the other views. And getting up on that bridge over there on the east side, it was kind of lame. So,
cool.
Extremely cool that thing's about to open.
Yeah, it's neat. The design is really cool.
Yeah.
It'll be very cool. Another great addition to these trails. I don't know. Guys, you got anything else to kind of wrap up with?
Jeff, thank you
think
for letting us.
There's a few events
commandeer
going on
the
Treehouse.
February 7th. There's
Wait.
there's a Lit Wizzy. The Lit Wizzy's going on that day, the 7th, and so is Cranksgiving.
Yeah, Crunchy, thank you for mentioning
Where's
that.
Thanksgiving?
It said,
It was
Pace.
postponed.
Yeah.
It's a Pace Bend.
This is their rescheduled date?
Yeah. Yeah, it was it rained out, and then it is coming up on the 7th.
Coming events.
Pace Bend is a great day, and you can support Ridge Riders because that's one of the big fundraisers.
Phenomenal raffle at the end
Great
of the day,
ride.
too.
Yeah.
Every year. Yeah, and then
The raffle's great. don't ask Orion.
You win
Don't-
6 times.
then actually it reminds me of the next Drifters Roadshow, which will be the week after that on the 14th. So lots of good things.
So
coming.
we're not doing
Would you say
Cranksgiving.
the Thin Lizzy?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
The Lit Wizzy.
The Lit Wizzy?
I think that's what it's called.
The Lit Wizzy. I haven't heard that.
Something like that. Yeah. Let me try and look it up real
I
quick.
remember thinking Fred's making this up.
Yeah.
Nah.
So we're gonna go ride the Thin Lizzy.
Lit Wizzy. No, that's
right.
it.
Is it a mountain
And
bike
you
ride?
can register for it on
Trail
on
ride?
a bike reg, and it's a gravel bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Where is it?
Presented by Houston Fish Life.
Houston what?
Harwood, Texas. I believe. Well, that's where the last one was on.
I've been in Texas my whole life, and I always hear of towns for the first time.
Yeah.
Harwood,
Right now. Never heard of it.
Troy.
Troy.
Troy, I know, right?
I could be wrong, but I think that Troy was named after Troy Aikman. I think that they changed
Where they
it.
brew his beer.
Yeah. I think that back in the 90s when the Cowboys were winning everything, I'm pretty sure that they...
Yeah, Harwood, Texas, February 7th.
All right.
Cool.
Sign out.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Sign out.
Thanks for hanging around. Cheers, guys and gals. We'll see you on the trails. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Fred. Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you guys.
Jeff, thanks for letting us commandeer the Treehouse.
Treehouse, baby.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Peace.